Nestled just yards from the sunflower state of Kansas, it's Mo-Kan Dragway in the Show Me state of Missouri. The fans, though, of the four-state area, they're asking, show me the Nitro. Garry Wheeler has been making hay out there in Nitro Chaos with 2 final round appearances at Edgewater and also Eddyville. Certainly some good consistency to have you at the top of the points, Garry.
Oh yeah, we're having fun. I mean, never really expected it, but you know, things fell in our way a little bit, and the car has been performing well beyond what we expected, and we're having fun. So the crew's doing their job perfectly. I mean, I'm just a driver behind the wheel. You know, it takes the whole crew to do it. You know, and without them, I couldn't be where I'm at right now in the points.
Garry, you are tied at the top along with Megan Meyer. You're a one-car operation. They're bringing 3 cars out. Do you feel like you might be out-farmed by just sheer volume by Randy Meyer Racing?
Oh, it's definitely different. You know, the deck is definitely stacked with them having 3 cars, but hey, we got to run our race and do what we do, and not be concerned with that, you know, and let the chips fall where they ain't. I'm going to go every round that I can go. She's going to go every round she can go. Hopefully, legitimately, you know, nobody, you know. So we're gonna make it interesting for the next 2 races.
Megan Meyer is used to leading the points outright, but she's a co-points leader currently with a semifinal exit and a win thus far in Nitro Chaos.
Yeah, so we've got a strategy here for this weekend. We've got all 3 cars here, so we're going to do the best we can to make sure that I can get as many points this weekend.
The stripe 361, 221 miles an hour for the dragster as Rachel Meyer goes right down the middle. A beautiful run.
Well, Nitro Chaos, we tend to think we're going to talk with Megan Meyer, but Rachel Meyer right now is provisional number 1 qualifier with a 361 in the heat of the day. Solid pass.
Yeah, it was a pretty good pass. I mean, it spun out there on me a little around the 330. I had to drive it some, but for the most part, it was pretty smooth. Went right on through, and it was a good run. I was happy with it.
Now, we know you're certainly a capable driver. You're a former NHRA world champion in these cars, but you've been turning wrenches this year. How has that been coming along for Miss Curl?
It's been good. Yeah, I do the clutch on the cars even whenever I'm not driving. Like the first race of the year and the last race of the year, I will be working on Megan's car. And I'll also be the starter for her car and helping my dad with the tune-up since he won't be there. So it's been fun.
Clean it out right now. He's cleaning it out right now, Randy. Ready? Good pair coming this way. Charge car on the left side, lead check car on the right side. All cars, ready? 94 on.
Kevin Kinsley definitely hoping to see if he can put that supercharged double A fuel altered up on top of the qualifying list. All about getting that horsepower to the ground. There's plenty of horsepower being made at the starting line right now. Both cars in the pre-stage position. Kinsley and Sackman edging into the stage position. We are good to go. Candles lit, hitting on all 8, and we've got a 353, 221.24 miles an hour to a 405 on the right side at 131.7. So the War Wagon fires a shot.
When the War Wagon shows up, well, they know how to go to war and win battles, and they right now sit provisional number 1 qualifier, Kevin Kinsley at the wheel, with a 353. Good lap there, man.
It was, the guys did a great job getting this thing prepared, and they've been really busy the last couple months trying to get this Pro Mod car on nitro done and to get this thing prepared. So, yeah, it was a good lap, and we got the track record again, and so Fred Spell's going to owe us a little bit of money, I think.
He very well might be owing you some money. He owes a lot of people money after that Thursday night show that people need to watch. Now, this car, you said, has not been out since you won the Classic. It's got to be good that you can bring a car out and run so well, and it's been sitting.
Well, these guys have been doing this stuff for a long time, the Ferris family, and I'm just very fortunate I get to drive it, man. It's such a great hot rod. It's a great family, and I feel at home here and like I'm part of the family. So, they've always had a really great hot weather tune-up. I mean, we can go down to Evadale and run 231 down there and come here and run well too. And I clicked it a little bit early down there earlier. It was skating around a little bit. So maybe tomorrow it'll pick up a little bit more mile an hour.
Down the racetrack, 1,320 feet, clicks it off a little early, goes 5:11, 204.36 miles an hour through the quarter. Now check out this 8th mile time, 3:21, 240.9 miles an hour through the 8th, down to the 1,000.
Scott Palmer, man burning nitro all across the country and running top fuel at places you probably shouldn't be doing it. Complete badassery. Congratulations on smashing a record.
Thank you. This is kind of like my hometown track. I live about 45 minutes from here, so to be able to come out here, and Carl mentioned something about trying to break the track record, which that's not my thing. I don't go trying to break people's track records, but because we are local, it meant a little bit more because it's a local track, and it is a little bit sketchy down there on the big end. I shut it off pretty early. The goal really was to try to run a 499, get it in the 4-second zone, so maybe tomorrow.
Impressive numbers across the board, especially in the 8th mile, 265 miles per hour, 321, echoing what you did at Eddyville at the first ever Nitro Chaos. So the intentions are to attempt to lower it, get it in the 4s.
It's very possible. We'll see how the weather is tomorrow and how hot the track is, but it's definitely possible to run a 4-second run. If I would have stayed on it another 50 or 100 feet, it would have definitely went in the 4s.
Drag racing world, thank God for Scott Palmer. It's always good to have Scott Palmer in the show. It's certainly a show with him, and he does intend to lower that record that he reestablished last night here at Mo-Kan Dragway. Eliminations begin at 1 p.m. Central Time for Nitro Chaos. And in Nitro Chaos, this machine, wheeled by Kevin Kinsley, number 1 qualifier, lowering their own record in the 8th mile. In the points battle, Megan Myers already edged forward a bit over Garry Wheeler by her qualifying efforts. Garry, though, who's been competing solidly in the B field, did just make the A field, the last qualifier in that field, and will have to face the War Wagon on the battle on the track here at Smokin' Mo-Kan in eliminations. You need to get to the drags today. Garry Wheeler had a matchup with War Wagon in E1, and War Wagon proved to be a dud. Garry, win.
Well, we knew we were outgunned with the wagon. I mean, that's the fastest car in the world, so we just going to try to make him be honest with it. And I tried to leave on him, and I got a little bit on him, and I guess he had problems. And I kept looking over there waiting for that thing to come thundering by me and never seen him. And then all of a sudden I seen my wind light come on. I said, oh yeah, here we go, baby.
In this championship fight, it has to be a sigh of relief, though, to get past that vehicle, but it doesn't get any easier, Garry.
Oh no, it's not. I mean, being in this A field, there's no ducks in this class, and we kind of slipped and ended up in the A field. But that's how racing goes, and we'll take them one round at a time and see where we fall.
Joe Gallegos getting ready for the semifinal here at Mo-Kan Dragway. Man, this program has turned around here very quickly. You got to be proud of the forward progress.
This is kind of the first time out. We kind of hurt some shit our last run previous yesterday, so we were up late last night thrashing. It's been a thrash ever since we got here, and hopefully the motor and everything stay together and we'll just keep going.
Well, the A-Fuel dragsters, the long variety, get all the love out here, but Chase Copeland's got an altered that is nitro injected, and it seems like the combination's coming around, Chase.
It is. It's coming around. It's definitely finicky, more finicky than the A-Fuel dragster. So we're still trying to figure it out. We're making some wholesale changes. It's getting better. If we can get it to go to the finish line, it's going to run really good. So it's hot, it's humid, as you can see. I'm sweating really bad, but the guys are doing a good job, so we can see if we can pick it up a little bit more in the next round and try to go to the final.
Chase putting in the grunt work to turn on another wind light.
Comes in second on that race, and Todd Bruce is going to the final round. Bruce is going to make it outside. Lane George is next. Megan O'Neill on the right side. And then Joplin Dragway in the 3-second position.
Yes, you're looking at a gunk dragster, but it's not the one we were expecting to be in the final. Rachel Meyer gets one up on dear old sis here at Mo-Kan.
Yeah, it's about time. I'm honestly tired of losing to her all the time, and she probably could have really used the points, but you know, it's racing, it is what it is, and hopefully I can get my first Nitro Chaos win here at my home track at Mo-Kan.
Dragster of Megan Meyer is not going to the final round, which in the collective Nitro Chaos drag racing world is not what we expected. It's certainly going to make Lufkin quite interesting between yourself, Todd, and also Mr. Wheeler.
Yeah, so the good thing is for us, my sister will not be racing there, so she can't knock me out again in Lufkin, but she's going to be my crew chief there, so I have high expectations for her on that part. But you know, I was kind of hoping Kevin would do me a favor and knock him out. You know, I was really hoping to get that #1 spot to get those bonus points. And then once I saw how the ladder went out, I thought, you know, Kevin would have a chance, but you never know. He smoked the tires, and that happens all the time. So, yeah, so now the championship is going to be decided in Lufkin, which makes it a lot of fun. You know, I'm so excited. I'm having so much fun with this. There's no pressure. There's no politics like there is in NHRA. And so, you know, we're going to go there and give it our all.
Todd Bruce, the Bull. He's going to another final round here at Mo-Kan. He's already won once in Nitro Chaos competition. The points chase tightening up, especially if you can win. We got a tough opponent in Rachel Meyer coming up, Todd.
Yeah, Rachel's a good girl and a heck of a good driver. She works on the car, and that whole Randy Meyer team, you could never take them lightly for sure. They got heck of a crew over there. I know JJ's tuning on it. Denny's working on it and whatnot, but hopefully we have something for them. And she did get us in Eddyville, so hopefully we get payback time for this one.
There certainly has been no clowning around with the Nitro Clown Motorsports. Joe Gallegos going to the final round, but there is some bad news. Though it's a solid day, you're not going to be able to make it.
We had a little engine failure on that last run, so we won't be able to make the final, but we're happy with the outcome. We had a car, solid car, it ran consistent all weekend, and we know what we got and we know what we can play with, so we'll be ready for Texas.
Matt Sackman, crew member here for Randy Meyer Racing and an accomplished driver no matter what he is in. Matt, Joe's not going to be able to answer the call. You are going to win yourself a Nitro Chaos race in the CP Carrillo B field.
Yeah, we didn't mean to qualify in the B field like we did, but we figured out something overnight, and the car's running good. And we ran this when Julie lost second round in Norwalk a couple weeks ago. We were kind of disappointed with how it ran, and this weekend was to try to improve on that 528 and make it run better in the heat. And today is showing we got something we can work with in Topeka coming up in 2 weeks, and it's going to be hot and nasty like it is here. Thanks to Chris Caves and everybody that sponsors this series, Pete Dove and the Nitro deal. It's great to get a win.
This shapes up to be an excellent drag race. Fires are lit as we are good to go. Cliff backs, gives Todd Bruce the signal to do his burnout. He does so. He's backing up from that short, smoky burnout on the right side of the racetrack. Rachel Myers backing up in the Gunk Dragster on the O'Reilly side of the racetrack. Rachel, semifinal victory. A 366 at 223 miles an hour against her sister in a very close drag race. But Rachel turned on the win light and is in her first final round in Nitro Chaos competition. Rachel Meyer Curl versus Todd Bruce, the Bull. Can the Bull make it 2 wins in the season for the Canadian team? They come in with lane choice. Rachel has actually run quicker in the Gunk Dragster, having run 358 in the first round of eliminations when Todd Bruce ran 360. Should be a good matchup. Both of our drivers into the pre-stage position, inching forward into the stage position. We are ready to go for green lights, both sides, and here they come. Straight on at you, Rachel with the win on the tower side, a 351 in your face. 227.39 miles an hour. What a win light. Todd Bruce put up a beautiful 359. It just wasn't quite enough. Rachel was on a mission and gets the win. Look at those.
A 351 in the final with a win light over the Bull for her first ever Nitro Chaos win. Congratulations, Rachel.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the fastest our cars ran all weekend and almost made that 340 club. But yeah, no, this is awesome. I'm really happy that I got it done at my home track. So yay. Woo. And that Matt won the B field too. So that's awesome.
Good day for Randy Meyer Racing. What about getting a tuning win here soon in the last race at Lufkin?
Hopefully we can get it done. I know the points are going to be tight for Megan, so she really needs to pull off a win there, and I'm going to be there to help start her car and tune on it, so hopefully we can get it done for her.
Before we let you go, just how sweet is it that you beat dear old sis?
It was awesome. I was mostly concerned about that round than the finals. I mean, I really wanted to win the finals, but that was just a win in itself to be able to beat Megan.